And let's talk about what's going on in the marketplace today. Well, it's a fun one today. Market's down a touch. I think the unemployment stuff was really not that good. I feel like the market's kind of sitting here trying to figure out exactly what it wants to do. Tomorrow's employment report, I think, is going to be the main driver. We're either heading back, and I'm not a chartist, I'm just pulling up stuff. I'm just noticing kind of where we've been hanging out, and we've been in kind of this range for the last 3 months, and we're either heading back toward, the 1050 range or up toward, 1160, 1200 range. And the employment report is going to when we're heading higher. So if the employment report is good, then, that'll do it. If not, and I'm not so sure it's going to be great. So things that we were seeing that were interesting yesterday, major call buying in the VXX. And I'm assuming we're going to continue to see it today. But notice all this open interest. A lot of this is just in the last few days in the VXX. And there was continued big trades in VXX today, it appears. So let's kind of look at some of these trades just real briefly. I think you guys will find this really interesting. And, it's kind of weird. Part of it's a hedge. Obviously, one interesting thing about the VIX and the VXX is that they're actually a decent hedge against the long position, especially if, there's crazy skew and different kind of strange happenings. But you can see big volume. This is big volume, and if you pull up VIX, huge call buying in VIX, massive. Okay, so that could be people protecting themselves against the employment report. It also could be kind of a call that there's some sort of bottom, or some sort of top. Now, our VXX trades that we're looking at are still losing. You'll recall that we strapped on a little bit more VXX the other day. We went out and bought the 2024 call spread for, the 21-24 call spread for 85 cents. Our 27-32 call spread, not doing so hot either. Now, I've been talking about GENZ a lot. And, there's a company called Deal Reported out there that is calling the deal done. I don't know that I buy that. But there are some things you can do if you think a deal is done. And if you think they're getting done at 75 or 80, you can sell a kind of put Christmas tree. And what you would do is you would buy, we'd sell the 80s at something like 1070 and the 75s at 630, 635. All right? And then you would buy these puts for, say, 175, 172, but you buy twice as many. And what it creates is a position that if we go to $77 and vol comes in, which it will, you're going to do pretty well. At 77 bucks, you're making $1,000. And now here is the key. Oh, you'd want to do more than 2. You'd want to do, I think, 3. Now you're saying, Mark, why would I buy these extra puts? You could maybe even do 4. So at expiration, you make $750. Okay? Now, if the deal falls through, what's something that might happen to GENZ? What do you guys think is going to happen to GENZ if the deal falters? It's going to go down hard. Yeah, I mean, it's going to go down hard. And where do you guys think it will go to? Well, if we pull up a chart of GENZ, your big risk is falling back into the 55 bucks. And, what was implied volatility when GENZ's at $55? Well, here's a vol chart. Let's pull up GENZ. All right, right now we're at about 34. Prior to kind of all the buyout talk, vol in at 37, 38, in the 40 range. So what if we put this trade on and GENZ drops to, let's say, $57. We'll make it simpler first. $57. What's going to happen to vol? Yeah, it's going to pop. So how does this trade do at $57? So that's just something I'm messing around with. And the more I raise vol, the more money this thing makes. So your real risk on a trade like this, what do you guys think the real risk is? No movement, right. It doesn't get bought out, and the rumors and things persist between now and then. That's the real rumors. So any other questions, comments, thoughts? All right, well, if you have any questions or need anything, don't forget you can email me, mark@optionpit.com. You can also call me, 888-TRADE-01, and this will be on the website and on YouTube here pretty quick. Don't forget to periodically check the YouTube channel, because every once in a while I'll pop in a daily midday pit report into YouTube for you guys to check out when I find one that I like. So have a good one, guys.